Peace, family. As I always say, Democrat, Republican, both of these political parties are complete trash. But every day I'm beginning to think more and more that the right side of this political bird is way more corrupt and sick than the left. I don't know how separate from humanity that you have to be, how separate from decency and morality you got to be to do something like this. This is, watch this.
Governor Kristi Noem of South Dakota takes that mantle. She seems to be on every short list for Trump's vice president, first of all, and she recently told a story about her dog in a forthcoming book. According to The Guardian, which obtained an excerpt of the book, it goes something like this. Noem once had a family dog named Cricket, a wire-haired pointer who was 14 months old. Now, Cricket was obviously just a puppy, but according to Noem, she was untrainable and had what she calls an aggressive personality. Apparently, Cricket bit, Cricket attacked chickens, and when Noem took Cricket on a hunting trip, she went, quote, out of her mind with excitement, chasing all those birds and having the time of her life. I mean, I think most of us would agree that sounds like pretty normal behavior for a puppy, right? And if you're unfamiliar with wire-haired pointers, they look like this. And they're known to have a lot of energy. That was apparently all too much for Noem, who writes, quote, I hated that dog. That's the voice I think she used. So rather than find Cricket a new home, you can do that, or bring Cricket to a shelter or seek out a dog rescue group, Noem led Cricket to a gravel pit and shot her. And she reportedly wrote, it was not a pleasant job, but it had to be done.
How separate from humanity must you be to shoot a 14-month-old dog in the face? Obviously, you had no knowledge of the breed that you had, and you definitely didn't have no patience. In 14 months, you decide to shoot the dog. You could have gave it away, took it to a shelter, anything. But you take it out in the woods and shoot it in the face. Let's continue.
But it's also illuminating, and probably not in the way Noem intended. You see, as The Guardian reports, she thought bragging about shooting her dog would show, quote, her willingness in politics as well as in South Dakota life to do things that are difficult, messy, and ugly. Okay. I mean, her story triggered widespread outrage from across the political spectrum, including from people like Megyn Kelly, who pointed out that Noem has, quote, managed to do the impossible and unite Democrats and Republicans alike in their anger for this woman who shot her puppy in the face. The fact that she thought this would make her look tough shows how foolish she is. For once, Megyn Kelly and I agree. For her part, even all through the negative condemnation and criticism, Governor Noem hasn't expressed remorse. She hasn't apologized. She's doubled down, amazingly, saying, quote, people are looking for leaders who are authentic and don't shy away from tough challenges. I mean, I guess there's nothing more authentic than shooting your dog. Well, it shouldn't be a challenge for Governor Noem or anyone to resist killing a puppy. This is really what we're talking about in 2024. I'll give her one thing. She certainly has revealed her authentic self.
If Donald Trump had any thoughts of making this woman his vice president, if whatever state she come from, if these people have any thoughts of keeping this woman as your governor, you know, see, this is the unapologetic mindset that Donald Trump have. He don't want to apologize for nothing. He regret nothing. So now she want to be the same way. Here, you didn't. Do you know how many dog lovers there are in this world? And you're gonna shoot a puppy in the face, and then use this as some example of how tough you are, willing to do the things that most people wouldn't. I don't know anybody who would shoot a puppy in the face. And then talk about something people want a leader that's authentic. No, people want a leader that's compassionate and intelligent, to have a sense of morality, If this is how you do a dog, would kill it at 14 months, you shoot it in the face in a gravel pit. What other example, black people, do you need? Are we going to continue along this path and let people like this continue to govern over us? Can you imagine if this woman becomes vice president of the United States? It's bad enough she's governor of whatever state she come from. If the people that she preside over don't kick her out, this is going to fuel this personality. You have politics full of people just shooting dogs in the face, doing things, no apology, no regret, no remorse. You double down on it. If we don't start getting together and forming our own governing body around our own independent needs to sustain our own existence, I don't know what else. I mean, this is absolutely sickening.